Hi, Polly.
Hey, how you doing? I love your top.
Oh, thank you so much. Um, I was wondering, what does being a movement coach on the Crown entail?
It entails working with all of the actors to help them create a physical life for their character. So sometimes that's uh, basic idiosyncratic movement, articulating what somebody that already exists has in their body and how does that translate into the actor's body. But also, it can relate to scene work and how people act in space, how they connect with other people. And it can also relate to dance sequences. So, if somebody is in motion, if they are connected to somebody else, if they are performing or whether they're dancing, it's making sure that there's a link from who they are as a person and not suddenly they're an actor dancing. They are their character dancing. And so I work with all of that physical material to help the actors portray full rounded characters.
Did you need to watch a lot of videos of the royals to find out how they moved?
Big time, yeah. Yeah. Just watch a lot of footage, read a lot of books, look at a lot of photographs, images, and try and take it away from what I think these people are, and try and find out what they actually are. So by putting together a sort of jigsaw of all these different physical materials, you start noticing things in people. So you notice if they hold their bags in a certain way, you notice if they walk on the different side of their partner's body, you notice where their eyes are cast, you notice who they reach to in a crowd, you start seeing habits, because we all have physical habits based on our experience. So these are real nuggets of gold to give to actors to go, oh, well, Diana, from what I've seen, always reaches to the back of the crowd, she goes to the middle of the crowd, then she goes to a child. From what I've seen, she works on those three levels. So that means, how does that affect how she might exist in a crowd scenario? Whereas Prince Charles tends to just go to people that are immediately on his level and doesn't really lurch down to children. It doesn't mean he doesn't like children. It doesn't mean that he doesn't like everyone in the crowd. It just means he has a different lived experience than Diana's lived experience. And that's what makes my job so interesting.
Fascinating. Did any of the actors study videos of their real life counterparts to make your job easier?
Yeah, they absolutely do. I mean, everyone, I think it would be remiss of any actor to go, right, I'm joining the Crown and I'll just wait until I turn up to rehearsal. They all go and do their own work, but sometimes it's really easy when you are playing somebody that already exists to mimic what you see. So you go, right, that person does this, so I'll do that too. And then what you get is people disconnected from thought. So my job is to help them dissect what they see and use it when it's most appropriate to what's going on in a scene. So it's to prevent, and this is what I hope The Crown does really well, is it's not a mimicry show, it's not an impersonation show. It's what makes it different from, I don't know, The Windsors or something like a television show that kind of parodies the royal family. We're going, what makes a person, and so I'm there with the actors, unpacking what they've seen and trying to create it, put it together so that they've got a vocabulary that they can use all the way through filming.
Which real life person was the most difficult to get their movement down?
Um, Difficult. I don't know. I don't find it's all really interesting. Any difficulty is actually makes it's trying to work out what's going on in their heads. So I guess to rephrase your question is, who's the most interesting? And I find Prince Charles incredibly interesting, or King Charles now. I find everything that's going on in his body is so at odds with himself. So I find to try and articulate the right images for Dominic or Josh who played him, I found that the most interesting. I don't have to act them, so I don't find them difficult. That's the real answer.
Well, I have to say you're doing a great job. The actress that's playing Diana in this final season, it's just fantastic. I most of the time I feel like I am watching Diana.
Great. There you go. That's what we want.
Exactly. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. It's absolutely fascinating to learn about the behind the scenes process that goes into making such a fantastic TV series.
Great. Well, yeah, you'll be watching it now for all of this stuff. It will change your life.
Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, or if you're returning and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, tap it now, plus the notification bell in the right-hand corner so that you make sure you don't miss out on any new celebrity interviews. While you're at it, hit the like button and tell me below in the comments, who's your favorite star? Who would you like to see me interview next? I'd love to hear from you.